Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you my Gourmia iced coffee maker that I just got. First and foremost, we're going to take it out of the box. Right off the top here you have your user manual. And for me it's going to be easier just to tip the box upside down. Comes very well packaged, as you can see. It also comes with your little tumbler here, which that's pretty neat. It's one less thing that you have to go out and buy. And there is also the scoop that's in here too. I'll get that out in just a second. So yeah, that's pretty much the unboxing part. Let me get this plastic off of here maybe. Again, wrapped very well. That's always good. Makes you feel a little bit better when your package is wrapped good. Let me see if I'm just some screws there. Pretty neat so far. Straw just comes out pretty easy, as you can see there. Okay, so this is the whole setup here. And let me thumb through the manual really quick and we'll see if we can't get some iced coffee going here. Alright, so as you can see I'm in the manual here and it just gives you a rundown of what the iced coffee maker station looks like. It's pretty neat. Just going through it here. The basket you can take out, and I'll go ahead and rinse this out too before we do our first little cup here, but this whole little thing comes out and you will rinse that out too. And this little spot in here, that's where you're gonna pour your water in. Pretty easy right there. So let me get everything all rinsed out here and we'll be ready to move on to the next step. So everything is clean. Now I'm ready to get the iced coffee maker ready to go here. On the instructions, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is a water fill line on this tumbler right here. And it does say to fill, obviously, water up to that line. Pretty close, and you're going to pour it in your little water reservoir here. Like that. And you're just going to reassemble everything. Brew basket and place the filter. So we're going to put the filter back in there too. Excuse me. Close the lid here. Obviously we're going to be plugging the unit in. We need to do that in order for it to work. Set it right underneath the little spout. And it does say put it on the regular position, which is there. Plug the unit in and push the start button. Power button's on the side here. And we're gonna let this brew the water here to get it all cleaned out, and then we'll be ready to move on to the iced coffee part here. We're just gonna kind of let it do its thing. Zoom in a little bit for you. And you can see that it is doing something there. So, like I said, once this water cycle is complete, we'll be ready to move on to the actual iced coffee part here. And you do get to choose between strong and regular, depending on how you like your iced coffee. So that's a pretty neat little feature. It's actually a really unique little gadget. I am excited to see how it turns out here with the iced coffee. Because I love my regular coffee, but especially like on summer days or when I just am in the mood for some iced coffee, it's going to be really, this will come in really handy. And it seems like it's pretty fast too. So that's nice. So you can be doing something in the meantime when this is brewing, you know, whether you're catching up on news or Facebook or any of the above, or even just getting ready for the day. You can just plug this in and turn it on and go do whatever you need to do. Thinking we're getting pretty close to the end here. And I definitely like the fact that all of this comes together, like in your whole entire box. So you don't have to worry about buying a separate mug or anything like that, or tumbler, excuse me. So it's very convenient that everything comes in the box as is, even your little like coffee scoop too, which is pretty cool. So it looks like it is all done. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this water out, and then we're gonna get ready to brew. So we'll go ahead and toss that out. All right, and it says, again, I'm just reading the manual here as far as using the coffee maker. We're gonna go ahead and be careful with the steam. Obviously, it's very toasty. And open the lid, basket. So you can just take that whole thing off. Oh! And as you can see, there's a little bit of leftover water in there. So be careful. It's very hot. Don't mind me. That's what I get for getting excited to get this going for y'all. Alright. Again, we're going to go ahead and fill the water little reservoir things, or we're going to fill it up to the water line on your, oops, excuse me, on the mug here. And I keep calling it a mug even though it's a tumbler. Fill it up there. Water, place the brew basket, filter. Wow. Kind of like so. There we go. That's better. And got some water on the floor there. It says, using the scoop, pour 1 scoop of coffee grounds into the filter for regular strength coffee, or 1.5 to 2 scoops for strong. I will go ahead and just do regular here. So I'm just going to do 1 scoop of my good old Folgers here. And I'm just doing like 1 level scoop. Yeah. And just pour it right in the basket. Close the lid, obviously, and I still have it on regular there. And it says to fill your tumbler with ice. And it says there's a little ice mark on the tumbler here. I'm just looking. Okay. And the ice line is going to be clear at the top up here. So, let me see. And position. Oh. And I actually have reusable ice cubes, so that is what I'm going to be using in my tumbler here. Let's see how this works with hot coffee. So you're going to fill it about, yay full up to that line like it said. Put your tumbler back underneath here. And plug the unit in. It's already plugged in. And press the start button. And so we should be good to go now. And it says brewing takes about 3 to 4 minutes. And it says when the dripping stops, turn the knob to the closed position, which is this little drip mark. And you should be good to go. So we're going to let this do its thing, and I'm pretty excited, so I hope y'all are excited too. It definitely seems to be working pretty good so far. And I'm impressed that my reusable ice cubes are holding up. I wasn't sure how they were gonna do. Haven't ever used them with some like hot coffee like this, so I'm pretty impressed that they're holding up so far. Yeah, this is definitely a really neat little gadget. And I like the size of it too. So it's not too big and bulky, so you can pretty much fit it in any little space. Which is nice and convenient, especially if you're in a dorm room or something like that. This would be a compact size for you to, or maybe even like an office space if you wanted to do something like that. You could probably find a neat little spot, little corner spot in your office or something. We're pretty close to being done here. I'll give you a close-up view here, since we're pretty close to being done. Zoom back out here. And so it did say that once the dripping stops, I'm going to just turn the knob over to this little spot right here, and it'll stop the brewing process. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can really see the water line mark on the tumbler right now, especially now that there's coffee in there. So it looks like we're done, so we're gonna go ahead and just turn the knob, maybe, because I'm holding on to the camera too, trying to multitask here, kind of like that. And your iced coffee, I mean, obviously you can put your lid and your straw and all that good stuff in there. Kind of like so, maybe, if my ice cubes will get out of the way. Oy. And it does, the lid does screw on. So let me get that kind of going there. Maybe see if I can do it one-handed. Might work. Kind of, sort of. But yeah, that is your iced coffee from your Gourmia iced coffee maker. I did want to show you that there is the cleaning and maintenance part of any user manual, so there's all that. But yeah, that is the Gourmia iced coffee maker. So yeah, this is the finished product here. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little taste. And it's actually really good. I would probably do 2 scoops just because I like a little bit stronger coffee. But I mean, this is fantastic. The cubes actually did their purpose, and even though it was, you know, piping hot when it came out of the machine, it is definitely cooled down, and it's basically just about the right temperature for any iced coffee. So there's your Gourmia iced coffee maker.